Pizza delivery for, Icy Wiener. Oh, crud. I always thought by this point in my life I'd be the one making the crank call.
Alright, today I'm going to go over the day in the life of a skip courier. I'm going to go through what happens when you start, when you take an order, when you're delivering, picking up orders, and then when you end your shift, so start to finish. So right now I'm on call, so if I do get an order I'll have to run out and get that, but for now I'll just do this video. And so right now I've earned $37.51 on call, and that's 4 deliveries, so not the greatest on call, but it is on call, so you pick up the extra shifts throughout the day. I'll just go over my current goal just to recap. I set a March 2018 goal to make $4,000. So far I'm at about $3,000, and it's closing towards the end of the month, so I won't quite reach $4,000, but I did get I didn't get very many orders in these days here, so it all depends on the shifts and stuff you get. Future video I might go over the best days to work. So far it looks like Sunday is a great day to work. So you know, if you only want to work one day a week, Sunday might be a good day. You can make an extra $700 a month almost. So obviously that'll be dependent on the orders you get, but if you can see here, I've made almost $200. So that might be a future video. For today I'm going to go over the day in the life of a courier. So let's get started. And here, oops, bear with me 1 second. Just going to get rid of face. Alright, so skip the dishes, day in the life. So when you first start your shift, there'll be a screen before this that just says check in, you know, so they know that you've checked into your shift, you're ready to start your shift. So there'll be a red bar that comes up that says check in to start your shift, so that will come up. I just forgot to take a screenshot of that. So when you are checked in, it'll either pop up with an order right away for you, or it'll say matching you to orders. So if we go to the next slide, once you're matched with an order, it'll say order matched, remember your customer is waiting, get started now. So you have to click get started to take that order. So you click get started, and then I took the wrong screenshot, or I forgot to take a screenshot, but it'll say preparing to drive to restaurant, the restaurant name here, and then the restaurant address, and there'll be a little red arrow. When you click on that, it'll take you to Google Maps, and it'll automatically put in the address for you. Here is the order number. These last 2 digits or 3 digits here are the most important. That's the number you're going to give to the restaurant. So if they have, you know, 2 or 3 orders waiting, they don't want to give you the wrong order. They'll want to give you the 326 or whatever it may be. And then for make sure you swipe ready to drive. So this will be that you're driving to the restaurant. Make sure you swipe ready to drive. I've had it one time where I forgot to swipe ready to drive, and the order went to a different courier because it wasn't showing on the Skip GPS system that I was on the way to the restaurant. So they actually gave my order to someone else. So just watch out for that. Always swipe ready to drive. So when you're ready to drive, you get to the restaurant. It'll say, or when you swipe ready to drive, so you're driving to the restaurant. You'll have the address here. This will, again, like I said before, this will be the GPS coordinates. So if you click on that, it'll take you to Google Maps. Again, that's your order number. And then when you're parked at the restaurant, you'll swipe saying you're parked at the restaurant. And then you're parked at the restaurant. You pick up your order. So you go into the restaurant. You say, I have order 326. I would like to pick, or this is the one I'd like to pick up. Either they'll give it to you right away, or sometimes you have to wait a few minutes. If you do wait more than 10, I don't know the exact time, but if you do wait more than, I would say 10 to 15 minutes sort of thing, you will get compensated from Skip for that. Usually I've had one, it was $3 compensation for waiting. So yeah, the order, like I just said, you pick up order 326, and then you click on collect order. Oops. You click on collect order, then you swipe that you've collected the order. If you swipe before you click the box here, it'll just pop up with an error that says collect order before swiping or whatever. It says something. And then, yeah, sorry. Then you swipe collected one order, and then preparing to drive to customer. Your customer's name will be here, your customer's address will be here, and then the same information there. And then you swipe again, ready to drive, and then it'll be driving to customer. Your customer's name will be here, customer address again, but this time you can click here, and it'll take you again to Google Maps, and this time it'll be your customer's address. So it'll give you the exact coordinates to your customer, and then all you have to do is hit start on Google Maps, and it'll give you the coordinates there. And then once you arrive at your customer, you'll swipe parked at customer, and then delivering one order. Again, that's your customer's information. And then when you've delivered the order, you come back to your car, you check delivered order, and then you swipe that you've delivered it. And then from here, check the box, swipe delivered, and then again you'll come back to this screen. So it'll either say one of three things. You'll either get an order right away. It'll either say sit tight, there are orders in your area, so you just have to wait a minute or two, and then usually you get matched up. Sometimes it'll say sit tight, there are orders in your area, and then it'll go back to this matching you to orders. So it'll kind of depend on the system. I'm not sure how that works. Yeah, like I said, it'll say sit tight in your area, and then you'll get an order, or it'll say matching you to orders. If you're kind of near the border of the delivery area here, like I was up here, you'll want to start driving towards the middle of town, or wherever the core area where all the restaurants are. So in my situation, or where I live, the restaurants are in the middle of downtown here, so that's where most of the restaurants are. So the orders, like from downtown to out here, is about 10 or 12 kilometers kind of thing. So if your order's down here, that could be almost a 30-kilometer trip. So you can see how the kilometers add up. Like I am always over 100 kilometers per 4-hour shift. So if I were to be up here and it says matching you to orders, usually when I'm heading back downtown, I'll get matched up with an order. So you don't have to wait too long usually. And so go on the next screen. I'll just explain here what these are. So when you have your order screen here, if you were to click the X, it'll just take you back. It'll just say that you're on shift, your time of your shift. This was last night, so I picked up I was supposed to start at 8, but there was an earning opportunity, so they'll send you a notification if there's an earning opportunity before your shift. So I actually started at 7:24 and picked up one extra order, sorry. And then if you click go to live orders, it'll just take you back to this screen. You can check out if you need to check out early. You click check out and it takes you to a chat screen like this where you chat with Skip support and you have to explain to them why you need to check out. And then down here again, it shows you today's shifts, when you're working, and then your tomorrow's shifts. This up here is a running total of the daily earnings. So this is obviously different than this. It's just a different screenshot. So if you were to click on this 1990 here, it'll open up a box that looks like this, and it'll show you the daily earnings of each delivery you've made. And then if you click on the arrow here, it'll show you the delivery fee that you get paid and then the tip, so it splits it up for you. And then if you click on the chat box here, it'll take you to Skip support. So you can chat with them if you have a problem. Like sometimes I'll get given the wrong address or the app isn't working properly, things like that. It's pretty rare, but sometimes you do have to chat with them. If you click on the question mark here, it gives you kind of basic answers, questions and answers up here. But if you need something more, you can chat with Skip support. So if you go on to the next slide. Oh, this is what this screen looks like. So if you were to click on the order, it gives you a detailed report of the order. So this will give you how much you're getting paid for the order. Again, these are two different screenshots. So if this one here said 814, you click on it, it shows you how much you're getting paid to drive. Now the least amount I've ever got paid to drive was $3.45, I believe. I'm not sure if that's the least amount, but that was for a 1.4 kilometer trip, I believe. So that was, I got $3.95 just for driving 1.4 kilometers or whatever it was. Pretty short. And then they gave me a tip of $4.19, so it wasn't a bad short delivery. And then from here, it'll show you the address or the restaurant. And then you can always, from here, you can also see the coordinates or the directions. So you can go to Google Maps or you can phone the restaurant directly. And then delivery, this will go to the customer, so the customer's information will be there. And then also directions and phone call. So sometimes the customer will want you to phone them. Say if they live in a big building, they'll just say phone me when you're out front. Or if it's just the building number and they don't give you a suite number, you just have to phone them when you get there, and they'll usually come down. The times that are shown here, so 8:26 would have been the time that I would pick up the order by, or when it's ready by. And then once I get the order, once I get the food, I'll have to deliver the order. It'll usually say that I've delivered the order by 8:41. And then as you can see up here, I delivered it about 8:39. So it's pretty much on point unless the restaurant is behind. I think that's pretty much it. Now when you're checking out, so when your shift's coming to a close, last night my last order ended at about 11:45, just before that. So they either give you the option here, so it says your shift is ending soon. It's unlikely you'll be matched to an order before your shift ends. So you can end your shift now, and it won't affect your reliability. So things that would affect your reliability would be obviously not showing up for shifts or canceling at the last minute. If you've confirmed a shift and you cancel, you have to either phone or email Skip support and explain to them why, or just tell them why. You don't necessarily have to explain to them why. You just have to tell them that you can't make it. And then another thing affecting the reliability would be ending your shift early all the time. So, and if that does add up, I imagine they wouldn't give you a lot of shifts, or they wouldn't at least give you like the good shifts, like the Friday nights, Saturday nights, Sundays are obviously a good one, like I showed you at the beginning of this video. So when you click end shift now, it'll just end your shift. I always click stay on shift, and then it'll just take you back to the matching orders until matching order screen. I click stay on shift until I get home in case there's another order. Sometimes that happens. And then when I get home, I go to this screen, I click the X up here, and it takes me to this screen, and I just click checkout now. So and then when you click checkout now, it checks you out and takes you back to the login or the dashboard. So that's pretty much it. Thank you everyone for asking me to make these videos. Someone asked me to make this video, so I did. No problem. It's pretty easy. Yeah, thanks for everyone. I know there's been a lot of people subscribing, liking my videos. I really appreciate that. There'll be, get out of here. I'll be doing some more videos. Oops. I'll be doing some more videos coming up. Oh, see, you can see right here that my shift has ended. So what I'm going to do is click end shift now. And then it'll take me back to this screen. And it looks like there's an update, so I'll update that. Yeah, so thank you everyone for watching. I'll be doing more videos, a couple more skip videos, one for definitely for my March goal to see how much I made. I'll be doing some little tech advice ones. I have a couple up right now, just like a minute long sort of thing, just kind of generate views on that. I'm going to be doing, I've been dealing with China and with my other business, dealing with a lot with AliExpress and things like that, and sites like that, and suppliers, and how to order properly from a site like that. I know a lot of people, they'll order from AliExpress, but they won't, they might not get their orders for months on end. And I'll show you how to order properly on there. You might have to pay an extra $1 or so for shipping, but you usually get your orders within a couple weeks, and that's directly from China. And so I'll do a comparison with AliExpress and Wish.com. I think Wish.com is terrible in my opinion. I used to sell products on there, and I just think they're terrible, and I'll explain why. I have a debt repayment program going on too right now, or not program, but like just my personal budget here. So I have a couple videos that I've gotten over. Sorry, excuse me. And I've made this budget available in those videos, so you can download it yourself. And I've also made this one available that looks like 30 people have downloaded, which is great. And so you can, make up your own, do your own, keep track of your own information. So yeah, that's awesome. So thanks again for watching, and see you on the next one.